Section 1. Entering the global energy market. The global energy market is a dynamic and complex arena where the trade of crude oil and fuel plays a pivotal role. This market is influenced by a myriad of factors, including energy demands, geopolitical considerations, and intricate supply chains that span the globe. The global trade of crude oil and fuel is driven by energy demands, geopolitical considerations, and supply chains. Understanding these elements is crucial for anyone looking to enter this market. Energy demands fluctuate based on economic growth, technological advancements, and seasonal variations, while geopolitical considerations can shift rapidly due to political events, international relations, and regional conflicts. This guide serves as a roadmap for sellers, demystifying each stage of a transaction, from initial inquiry to final payment. It provides detailed insights into the negotiation process, helping sellers navigate the complexities of the market. By understanding the nuances of each stage, sellers can better position themselves to secure favorable deals and build lasting partnerships. By adhering to these practices, sellers can ensure smooth, efficient, and secure transactions. This involves not only understanding the market dynamics, but also implementing best practices in business operations. Efficient transaction processes minimize delays and reduce the risk of errors, ensuring that both parties can benefit from a seamless trade experience. A clearly defined process with standardized documentation is essential. Proper documentation helps in maintaining transparency and accountability, which are critical in the high-stakes world of oil trading. Standardized paperwork ensures that all parties are on the same page, reducing the likelihood of disputes and misunderstandings. This safeguards interests, fosters trust, and reduces misunderstandings or delays. Building trust is a cornerstone of successful business relationships, especially in the oil industry where transactions often involve significant sums of money and long-term commitments. Clear communication and reliable documentation are key to fostering this trust. Following this guide, sellers can mitigate risks and ensure efficient transactions. Risk management is an integral part of the oil trade, as market volatility and geopolitical uncertainties can pose significant challenges. By adopting proactive strategies, sellers can protect their interests and navigate the market more effectively. This contributes to building strong relationships with buyers. Strong relationships are built on mutual respect, trust, and a clear understanding of each party's needs and expectations. By following the guidelines outlined in this guide, sellers can establish and maintain successful partnerships, ensuring long-term success in the global energy market. Section 2. Initiating the deal. The Irrevocable Corporate Purchase Order, ICPO, is a critical document in the world of business transactions. Selling crude oil or fuel begins with an Irrevocable Corporate Purchase Order, ICPO. This document is the cornerstone of any major transaction, especially in industries dealing with high-value commodities. The ICPO is a legally binding document outlining the buyer's intent to purchase. It serves as a formal commitment from the buyer to the seller, ensuring that both parties are on the same page. It specifies crucial details like type, quantity, and quality of the product being purchased. These specifics are essential to avoid any misunderstandings or disputes later in the process. Additionally, the ICPO outlines the delivery location, price, and payment method. These details ensure that the logistics of the transaction are clearly defined and agreed upon. Upon receiving an ICPO, the seller reviews the terms and conditions meticulously. This review process is crucial to ensure that all aspects of the deal are acceptable and feasible. If discrepancies arise, further discussions may be needed. These negotiations help in ironing out any issues and ensuring that both parties are satisfied with the terms. The ICPO is a formal declaration of intent, paving the way for a detailed sales and purchase agreement, SPA. The SPA is the next step in the transaction, where all the finer details are finalized. It sets the foundation for subsequent negotiations and agreements. The ICPO is not just a document, it is a critical step in building trust and ensuring a smooth transaction process. By clearly outlining the expectations and commitments of both parties, it helps in minimizing risks and fostering a successful business relationship. Section 3. Formalizing the agreement, the Sales and Purchase Agreement, SPA. After a preliminary understanding, the next step is drafting the Sales and Purchase Agreement, SPA. This contract outlines comprehensive terms governing the transaction. It includes clauses on product specifications, quantity, pricing, delivery, payment, inspection, and dispute resolution. Legal experts ensure the SPA protects both parties' interests. After rigorous review and negotiations, authorized representatives sign the SPA. The signed SPA provides a clear framework for execution and recourse. Section 4. Securing the transaction documentary. Letters of credit and standby. Letters of credit, or DLC/SBLC. In international trading, secure payment is paramount. DLCs and SBLCs act as guarantees, protecting financial interests. A DLC is a commitment from the buyer's bank to the seller's bank, guaranteeing payment upon presentation of specific documents. SBLCs serve as performance bonds, guaranteeing the seller's fulfillment of contractual obligations. Engaging experienced professionals ensures these instruments are structured correctly. Properly structured DLCs and SBLCs mitigate risks effectively. Section 5. Guaranteeing performance. The role of the performance bond. A performance bond enhances trust and mitigates financial risks. It acts as a financial guarantee from the seller to the buyer, ensuring contractual obligations are met. Issued by a reputable bank, it remains valid for the contract duration. If the seller fails to meet obligations, the buyer can claim against the bond to recover losses. The performance bond provides a safety net in high-value transactions. Section 6. Verifying authenticity, proof of product, POP, documents. These documents are essential in the trade of crude oil and fuel, serving as a cornerstone for verifying the legitimacy and quality of the products being exchanged. Transparency and trust are paramount in crude oil and fuel trade. Without these elements, the risk of fraud and disputes increases significantly, making it difficult to establish long-term business relationships. POP documents provide verifiable evidence of the product's origin, quantity, quality, and compliance. They act as a safeguard, ensuring that all parties involved are on the same page regarding the specifics of the transaction. Common documents include Certificate of Origin, Quality Certificate, Bill of Lading, Quantity Survey Report, and Tank Inspection Report. Each of these documents plays a crucial role in detailing different aspects of the product and its journey from seller to buyer. The seller provides these documents within a specified time frame. This timely provision is critical as it allows the buyer to conduct their due diligence without unnecessary delays. The buyer reviews them to ensure completeness and accuracy. This step is vital to confirm that the product meets the agreed-upon standards and specifications. These documents ensure the product meets contractual obligations. They serve as a checklist that both parties can refer to, ensuring that all terms of the contract are fulfilled. Proper documentation fosters trust and transparency. When both parties have access to the same information, it reduces the likelihood of misunderstandings and builds a foundation for future business dealings. Section 7. Ensuring quality, the inspection process. Independent inspection verifies the product's quality and quantity. Conducted by a third-party inspection company at the discharge port, the inspection team analyzes samples to ensure conformity with specifications. This process safeguards both buyer and seller. It confirms the product meets requirements and protects against disputes. Comprehensive inspection ensures quality and quantity compliance. Section 8. Finalizing the transaction payment release. After successful inspection, the payment release process begins. Typically involves an international wire transfer from the buyer's bank to the seller's bank. An escrow account may be used to hold funds until obligations are met. Adherence to pre-agreed terms ensures a smooth payment process. Successful payment transfer marks the culmination of the transaction. Section 9. Beyond the first deal. Subsequent shipments. Initial transactions often lead to long-term relationships. Contracts may involve multiple shipments over time. The SPA outlines the schedule for subsequent shipments. Open communication addresses unforeseen circumstances. The process mirrors the initial transaction with some distinctions. Independent inspection remains critical for each delivery. Building strong relationships requires transparency and flexibility. Section 10. Navigating the crude oil and fuel market. Key takeaways. Understanding processes, documentation, and risks is crucial. Each transaction is unique and may require tailored approaches. Key takeaways: due diligence, expert guidance, clear communication, understanding market dynamics, and mitigating risks. Thoroughly vet buyers and review documentation. Engage legal and financial professionals. Maintain open communication channels. Utilize financial instruments to minimize exposure and ensure secure payments. Section 11. Conclusion: a framework for success. Selling crude oil and fuel requires meticulous attention to detail and transparency. Embrace the framework to navigate the dynamic landscape. Success lies in preparation, documentation, and communication. Position yourself for success in the global energy market.